Marvellous. Gilda. Rita Hayworth. Yeah, beautiful.
You know what Rich used to say? You go to bed with Gilda and you wake up with Jerry Halliwell. Do you remember in that movie?
They're doing things, that's right, yeah. A cappella. When did that start?
I did it for GAY a couple of months ago in a club, and I just thought I saw these guys on a talent show many years ago, and it was all just coincidence because I said I really want to sing with a group, you know, a kind of a cappella group.
Yeah.
And literally the day I said it, my manager said I know the perfect guys, and we just started singing. It's so nice to sing in harmony with a group though. So you used to be in a group, you know.
That's right, you did.
Yeah, you had that.
What's that group, Jerry? I love it that you've gone out on your own, you brave little mite.
Brave.
And you are fabulous and gorgeous. What spice were you called again?
Ginger.
Were you? That's what you suck when you're car sick.
Exactly. And boy, was I car sick.
You know, was there ever a moment, it would have been a wonderful moment in musical history, wouldn't it, sitting around deciding what spices to call the different ones?
What would you be?
Well, I think turmeric, perhaps. even common.
There have been a lot of candidates for that one, I think.
Damien, would you mind if I just talk to Jerry? It's not that I wish to exclude you at all, but because you'll find much in common.
I think we have a lot in common.
Well, you do, because...
Especially Ginger and...
All that.
Yeah,
all that.
I think, yeah.
So tell us about entertaining the troops.
Oh, wow. I have to say that out of all the things I've done in my life, you know, I've met Nelson Mandela, Muhammad Ali, and I've sung to the Prince Charles, and I've done some amazing things. But when I'm a grandmother, I think that memory will stick with me forever. It's one of the most privileged, amazing things I've ever done. I can't, if I could describe it, I don't know if you can put it into words, but I'll tell you briefly the story is I asked my manager that I wanted to go somewhere and perform very discreetly and quietly. This was 6 months before, it was about June. And let's do it on the other side of the world where no one would pay any attention.
I do gigs like that sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit of rehearsal for my European tour.
So this was the debut, in a sense?
Yeah, exactly.
Of you solo?
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Okay.
So I'd never done it before.
Right.
And so we book in, it's fine, and, you know, it's going to be to the troops, but they're, you know, quietly training. And then, as the date approaches, we all know what happens.
September
you know,
11th,
it's September 11th, it's very unfortunate, and a lot of people, my mother was absolutely horrified, she didn't want me to go. Obviously, you know, the Middle East was we didn't know what was going to happen, you know, it was a dangerous place to go. I was really nervous going, but I almost felt more patriotic to go. I thought, no, I've got to go and do my part. And we got out there, and one, it's a culture shock anyway, just being there. I was doing my first show. Day 2, airstrikes happened. And, you know, I flew in a Harrier jet. They let me fly the plane. You know, literally, I think I made everyone sick in the back. You know, probably I was holding the weight of that aircraft in my arms. You know, pulling to the left, and it was like dipping. It was amazing, going through the mountains in a helicopter. And then performing to 5,000 soldiers. And what the thing that was for me was the most important thing, it was a lesson. Because when I watch the news, I'm almost kind of disconnected. You know, you see the soldiers in their uniforms, and you don't really realize, they're like action heroes. But then I suddenly realized that these are living, breathing human beings full of fear, they've got a heartbeat, they're young, and they're doing it for us. And, you know, it's not just about fighting, they're doing humanitarian things. And they give their lives for us, and I suddenly felt so grateful.
They're so young too, aren't they?
Yeah,
well, that's
so young.
You see soldiers at war, they're kids.
It was amazing. They built a mound, like this whole stage especially for me. And some of these soldiers had walked like 20 kilometres to come and see it because they're in the middle of nowhere. They haven't seen a woman for 3 months. And suddenly...
I'd walk that distance as well. Dear Mendelssohn, come on, we're going.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
And what kind of reception was it? I mean, was it a tough audience when you went out there?
Well, I have a lot to thank David Beckham for, because they had this big screen up, and England were playing Greece, and England were losing, and I was in this little tent, hearing it all, and the soldiers, they were having a few beers, and they were getting very, very rowdy. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, they are going to hate me if we lose. I'm going to get it big time. And thankfully, David Beckham scored, so the crowd was happy. And I could still sense there's a bit volatile, all this testosterone going on, this masculine monster. And so I just kind of went on there, and I said, you know what? This is my first time, and a girl never forgets her first time, so please be gentlemen, be a gentleman. And actually, they really behaved, and but they all really enjoyed it, which was really nice.
So an experience you're glad you had.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Yeah.
Well, dear Manny, you entertain the troops too, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't think you want me on this show, do you?
Oh, please. I'm sorry. I did not mean to upset you. That's the last thing in the world I'd want to do ever.
Don't take offence. He doesn't mean anything by
I
it.
have entertained the troops. I have. They were camouflaged. So I frankly didn't know whether they were there or not. But I sang a lovely song because I'm the Australian Vera Lynn. So I sang, there'll be kookaburras over the brown cliffs of Bondi. That's what I sang. I'm afraid you were the sort of person they wanted, Jerry. They didn't want a silly woman like me.
Oh, don't say that. If they could have got you, they would have had you. All of them. All 5,000 of them. But you weren't available.
Oh, no, nobody thought about that. 5,000 Marines.
This shows a bit of a collective idea.
I'm going to watch this one.
So then, did it change your outlook on things, basically?
Totally,
No.
Absolutely. I felt very grateful that we have an army and military defence. I just, I didn't know what they did before, and just seeing them, it was just amazing. It really was. And then I felt like I came into mine as a performer, because I'd never done that before, like a whole show. And so it was just, and seeing the culture as well, it was amazing. I felt really privileged and proud to do my part.
Going back to that thing we were talking about earlier about Ginger Spice, I mean, how much is left of Ginger Spice now?
I mean, a little tiny little bit. A little.
I mean,
It's natural that you move on.
Yeah.
It's kind of my alter ego.
She wasn't just an invention.
I think if you like an onion, she was just a layer. A layer of me. There was nothing fraudulent about me. We're all onions.
Onion spice.
Yeah.
So, what about this Christmas? Because you're homeless, aren't you?
I am
A homeless
homeless.
girl.
Yeah, I've been
Tell us the
homeless for years.
circumstances why you're
I've got
homeless.
a lovely spare room in my penthouse.
Have you? Really? I might have to say...
Very welcome.
Really?
Madge can sleep in the street as far as I
But can I be... Actually, I think Madge and I look a little alike. I could be your new Madge.
You haven't seen that woman lately.
She's just like that, isn't she?
Is she not well, Madge?
I'm afraid she is.
Is she?
She's indestructible, Lenny. Of mine.
So, but why are you homeless? Tell us the circumstances.
Well, I think it taught me to be careful what you wish for, because I was in Paris and I was having this lovely weekend with some girlfriends, and we were staying in this very posh hotel. And I said, oh, I wish I lived in a hotel. And I got back that night and my flat was robbed, completely trashed. Scary, so I thought, oh, I can't live here anymore. And I was very fortunate from that moment. I just kind of packed my little suitcase and went and checked into a hotel. But I couldn't find somewhere to live. So I was staying in hotels, and I haven't found anywhere yet. I find it really difficult, so...
So we do have this picture of you tramping around the streets then with your suitcase at Christmas? It's not really like that, is it?
No, it's not.
No. And will you have the family around at Christmas?
Yeah. My mum's here tonight, actually.
Is she?
Yeah.
Tell us about the Christmas present your mum used to buy you.
Oh, God. She's so practical. I used to live on this farm, a cow farm, and it really did stink a lot, but you learn to love it. And my mum will always kind of buy knickers and, really normal things. And Christmas morning, I jump out of bed, run downstairs, and rip over my present, and it is one of those, in the fish and chip shops, those fly killers.
Yes.
That's it.
It's one of the flying.
That's it, fly killer. I was like, what happened to knickers and perfume like normal people? That's it.
Oh,
You know,
you sure should do better than
handy.
that. Yeah, do better than
Yeah.
that. All right, well, let's have a break now for some Little Robbie Williams.
Oh, he's great.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
But his hair, have you noticed Robbie Williams has got that gelled hair?
Yes,
Sticking up.
yes.
I mean, will he have that always, or will he phase it out? Will he be the last person to have gelled hair? Or the second last, or will he wait till the... I wonder. These are the sort of problems that I wrestle with.
Well, these are...
I wake at night thinking about
you?
them.
Well, in the meantime, why don't we ponder that?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's have another song from... We'll come back and talk in just a moment. Right. So it's another song from Robbie Williams. Again, it's from his new album, which is called Swing When You're Winning. The song's Beyond the Sea. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Williams.